Ooh, that was really bad. Not awesome groups at all. Typical AK groups. Golden, wolf, Tula. So I'm going to give the edge and accuracy to the CMMG for sure. What do you think?
I agree.
Okay, on to steel.
Okay.
So first up in run and gun will be the CMMG Mutant. Jardine's running it. Hit it! Shoot! There's an Evaroy target right in the valley. Right here, brother. It's hard to see. See it?
No.
Right here.
Yeah, I see it.
I should put a cone on it.
It's hard to see.
Hit.
Fail.
What's up?
Failure to fire.
Okie dokie.
Hold on, let me reset it. Let me reset it.
So it's a light primer strike?
Yep. Let's try it again.
Okay, so we have mixed loads in these. We go from brass to steel, Tula, wolf. Basically a hodgepodge like you might find in real life.
Sure.
Hit it.
Let's try it again.
Stop. All right. There it is. See it out here?
Yep, got it.
Hit. Hit. You can go kneeling if you want. Look for the plate. See it out there straight, 12 o'clock. Right here. There's a plate out there.
Oh, I see it, got it.
That's gonna be a harder one. That's an 8-inch plate. Make sure that bolt didn't look like it went into battery. Yeah, it did.
Failure to go into battery.
So just for the record, it failed with the Magpul magazine as well, correct?
Yep. Failure to feed. It's all the way in.
Let's try this one.
Okay.
That's, I think, Red Army brass in there.
Okay. Feather to feed.
So that's with a Magpul magazine
Yep.
jamming.
P-Mag.
Hey, do you want to go to war with this gun?
No, I do not. This is terrible. Should run a lot better than that. Okay, so light primer strike. Final word, disappointment. That's it. Disappointing.
Well said. It was an awful run for reliability.
Yep.
Horrible.
Yep, terrible.
I'm actually shocked, Jardine. Shocked.
Okay, so if you have a malfunction, I can understand one or two happening, maybe even out of the whole day, but dude, that's like every magazine. I mean, even in accuracy testing, every magazine had a fail, either a double feed or the primer didn't light off, didn't strike the round hard enough. You know, the rifle itself, I actually like. If you like AR-15s,
Totally.
dude, AR grip, AR stock, forend, I mean, it's got the same layout, shoot an AK
Absolutely.
round, that's great. You don't have, like we talked about, you don't have last hold open on this, last round hold open
Right.
for the bolt. And you don't have forward assist, which we talked about. I've never used a forward assist, and today we could have used one a couple of times because the bolt, you know, just getting hung up a few times.
You're not sure if it's in battery.
You're not sure. You want to be able to ram it forward. You can put your thumb there and push it forward, but
I'm not so sure we're talking ergonomics. We said we're going to rate the guns in that.
yeah.
Like you said, I love the grip change out, everything AR,
Yeah.
butt stock is perfect. All that goes without saying, it's perfect. But charging it every time this way, especially when you have a scope on, I don't know. I'm almost ready to go with an AK.
AK, I agree.
Because the charging handle's right there. It's quicker. I'm used to the battery of arms. It's directly connected to the bolt. You know, without last shot hold open, I'm not sure if that's the setup I want to run. Give me last shot hold open and run it just like an AR, then I'm down.
I agree.
Okay, so let's run the RAS.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll run that one, you film.
Okay.
So just so the audience knows, we are approaching this with no bias, right?
True.
All we're doing is just from what we're seeing today, because we saw so many stoppages with the CMMG, honestly, the Mutant. Surprisingly, I mean, we were both pretty much shocked.
Yes.
It's like, well, let's put up a representative AK, and because I had this one here for zeroing, the RAS47, we'll use this. By the way, I shot the front sight off. Don't ask how. Guess I need a new front sight base on that thing. We're on the bench, it's a long story. Luckily I have an optic. Yeah, so that's going on. I still like the RAS47. I'm not going to say it's the best AK out there, but I like it. There's a lot of controversy about it that I don't get involved in. And I make my own data out here, and you know, don't come to TMP and expect me to start spouting data from another channel or another blog. It's not going to happen. I don't need their data. We got our own. You know, so what do? Do a video and then say, oh yeah, well, it's bad or it's good because this media source said so. I don't do that. So if that's what you're looking for here, you ain't going to get it. Just keeping it real. I think the RAS is a great gun. I really do. This is our own gun. I have no intentions on selling it. Ready?
Shooter ready. Let's go. Right target.
I'll say I like on the CMMG being able to hold further forward. AR style, I do like that. I mean, it's not the end of the world. If I had a VG on there, it'd be better. Right now, for standing.
Barricade.
Okay, so here's the cool thing about 7.6239. I think I'll be able to demo it. I'm shooting through sagebrush. Hear it?
Nailed it.
It's going right through the sagebrush and hitting that thing. I can't go to a standard sitting position, it's too hot.
Nice.
Kind of a brush shot again, dude.
Yeah. Right above it.
Is that hitting?
Hit. Those are hits.
I'm going right through the brush on it too.
Hit. Nice.
Guy like the 7.6239. Not because it's the most ballistically efficient, but it's a 30 caliber round. It's affordable, and you can buy large quantities in bulk with all types of loads. It's cost efficient. It's 6.8, 300, great rounds, but they are not affordable. All hits.
Nice.
I think we've made our point.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
So here's your summary. Again, this is just in field. Not really planned. It's just two guns that happened to pair up today because of the way things worked out for the testing and review. CMMG Mutant versus Century Arms RAS47 with a front sight shot off of it.
You better look at that. Oh.
No, we're not telling you the story. It just happened. Jardine, what do you think, man?
I'll tell you what.
Make it short and sweet.
Hey, the AK, 100% reliable, extremely accurate, no failure to feeds, no malfunctions, ran all different kinds of ammo, different magazines to take the AK. That's simple. And probably, we didn't talk much about cost of this, but I'll tell you what, if I can get 2 AKs for the cost of that, I'll take the AKs all day.
Amen. And this one came with the Magpul furniture, the front end, so ergonomically it mitigates a lot of what I think are maybe some ergonomic shortcomings of an AK design. Mm-hmm. It's got a beautiful MOE grip. It's got the Zukov stock on the back, adds a little bit of weight. MOE forend. I mean, like we said in shooting, I like the forend and the ergonomics of the AR better. It's nicer to hold forward, get more stability. It does work.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not the end of the world. Weight-wise, this wins.
Oh,
this
yeah,
is a lighter gun.
Very, very light. The CMMG
I wrote it on the grip. It's 7.3 naked without a mag.
Yeah.
This one's a lot heavier. Stamped receiver still.
I tell you, it runs though. That's the whole thing. It runs, it works, and you saw it. I don't know what we are distance-wise, maybe 200 yards to that IPSC target. Good enough. I mean, the accuracy is pretty good.
And interestingly, the paper accuracy on that wasn't overly impressive, but when on the steel, it's like money.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I think the accuracy on the CMMG is excellent from what I've seen.
Yeah, we were just about, I guess, a little over one MOA, maybe 1.5 MOA on some of those groups, and on these we were about 2 or so.
Right.
And but I mean, you're shooting a 6. You know, if you're shooting a 6 to an 8-inch target, it's going to hit. If you're within 100 to 200 yards, it's going to be pretty accurate, I think.
I love the paddle, the mag release on the CMMG. The trigger's decent. That's good. All the furniture is standard AR. Excellent.
Yeah, I would say the design on this, the idea and the design behind that, I like. If you like AR-15s, but you want the 7.62, that's an awesome idea. That's fantastic. But the reliability issue, at least with this gun today, was atrocious. It was terrible. So
the Rock River RAS47's out there. It's a competitor. I would be interested to run that and see how it goes. Judging from the other Rock River products I ran, I bet you it runs 100%. I could be off.
They build good quality stuff.
I'm super surprised this did so poorly. I'd heard so many good things, and it's an internet darling child. Right up until now.
I told you, I just saw the advertising in a magazine for that yesterday. I was thinking, wow, how awesome would that be to go shoot that? And here we are today, and it's pretty disappointing. I mean, it's really...
Wait a minute, you're saying sometimes the advertising and hype in this industry is misleading?
Once in a while, yeah, it's a little bit misleading. It is. I mean, look, everybody's going to have their own experiences. You know, I'm sure there are going to be people that say that gun is 100%, and maybe it is for them. Maybe it has been, but...
And they're going to say this is a piece of shit.
Well, hey, look.
Because such and such media source says it was, so it has to be true.
All I can go by is what I've seen firsthand today, and this gun far outperformed that, with the exception of a little bit of accuracy. So if we go back to what we were talking before, ergonomics, I get the ergonomics nod, I would say, to the CMMG over the AK, and then I would say accuracy when it runs.
Agree. The CMMG is accurate. It can be accurate.
It can be.
It was really inconsistent. So and we were going to talk about that. On paper, we'd shoot like an 1.5 inch group or an inch group.
Yeah.
But we consistently saw the Mutant throw the first round like six inches low.
Yes.
And then the group would tighten up on the rest of the other 3. So
yes.
I wouldn't say the accuracy superb. It is kind of perplexing. It would come together on all good trigger pulls, and other times it just wasn't there with a variety of loads, not just one load.
And I mean, I guess if you say as far as this was probably more consistent because every group we shot was like 2 inches. I mean, it was sporadic, but it was all within a palm size, I would say.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't impressive.
But it wasn't throwing them. I mean, you didn't have one low flyer that was 6 or 7 inches low. Everything was in that group, but it was a consistent 2-inch group.
That, by the way, is, I forget which muzzle brake on there. I'll put the link there. I really like that muzzle brake. It works. It's I want to say it's PWS, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but then, I mean, you get down to the reliability grade and the CMMG fails miserably.
What if people roll into this video, because I won't be in the comments, I'll be out living life, you know, doing other stuff, other tests. But let's answer it now. What if they say, you guys are full of shit? You're in the pocket of Century Arms. What would you say to that?
Absolutely not. I mean, I sell lingerie during the week. I don't run guns. So, geez, come on. No,
yeah,
really,
Century Arms hates me, man.
You got... None of the, I mean, you pulled these out of the bag. We went to zero them. We had problems. This guy right from the first magazine. I mean, it was about 5 rounds in. It started malfunctioning. So we had problems with that right from the get-go, right out of the box. This guy been 100%, and very, very little time really spent on this. Did quick zero, took a few shots, and off we went. It ran 100%. So.
Well said, dude. So for your money, you're not buying the Mutant?
Nope. What you saw is how it happened.
Yeah.
You recorded everything. That's exactly how it went down. The gun had problems.
After lubrication.
Yeah, we did take the gun apart and look at it and lubed it. Looked at the bolt. Everything looked fine. I mean, it even had lube on it initially, but we cleaned it, lubed it, put it back together. It appeared to run good for about a magazine. I mean, we were noticing 7 or 8 shots, 10 shots, I don't know what it was, consistently was running and then malfunctions.
We did look at rounds, and maybe they had lower seated primers, but that's pretty typical with Russian steel case ammunition, and this gun will run that all day long. Has forever, so I don't know if I can give that a pass.
I don't think so.
That's it. CMMG Mutant versus the Century Arms RAS47, we've made our decision. Comments will be open for a certain amount of time, and then they shall be archived and closed.
Post your comments.
Watch the video early, otherwise you'll miss out. Nutnfancy Project, thanks to Jardine for some unbiased, awesome shooting and opinions. See ya.
Disappointing, man. What a bummer.